Welcome to Norman, Oklahoma, and the heart of the Sooner Nation. Memorial Stadium already rocking with the sounds of Boomer Sooner. We're going to hear that all day. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, LSU Tigers, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 49. First down. And the runner takes off to his right. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. And he's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Wanted no part of contact on that play.
Almost a business decision here by the ball carrier. Nothing at all. So instead of lowering his shoulder to take on the defense, just kind of makes his way out of bounds for a short loss.
After consecutive losses, he did a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Oh, incomplete. He's very lucky that wasn't intercepted here in the opening possession. I'd like to have that one back. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid.
The ball is picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Boy, that's a 14-point swing on the opening drive. Instead of worrying about giving up points, not only do they come up with this interception, but to take it into the end zone, they're an extra point away from really giving their offense an edge.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score LSU 7, Oklahoma
0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you... And he lobs it deep down the middle. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much on the return, but the pick will set up the offense at the 35.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Well, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Sooners offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Moves left out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And this time it's complete. He's found some room at the 45. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defensive coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes, and this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
So here we go now, 3rd and short from the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point? The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Now, a 4th down.
A running play called on 4th down. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
I can't believe the call here by this offense. A lot of teams, they're not going to keep it on the ground in this situation. 4th and 1, 4th and inches is one thing. But they needed more than that here, and they line up and hit this defense right in the mouth.
That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
They tackle him about the 14.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense.
Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Not much on the return there, but the interception gives the football back to the offense at the 47. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Ball handed off. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Eludes a tackle. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick, or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, They were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping them out of the end.
Touchdown, LSU. Strong game by this quarterback. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
21, Oklahoma, 0.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Lets it go quickly. He pulls in the catch. Tackle made it to 41. That's a nice game getting closer to midfield.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big-time play for this offense. Man, it just seems like over the years, so many big-time, dynamic receivers have come to Norman. Integral piece of this offense, and it gets you the yards you need.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Deep shot caught inside the 15. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The offense with some pre-snap motion. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
Brings up second and goal.
They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up second and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Third and goal, try to make it on the ground. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
Man, that's some serious vertical by this running back. A well-earned touchdown on the goal line.
And now here comes the point after attempt. Point after is good. They're down 14 now, 21-7. Now they get set to kick it away. In the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Gets some space around the 30. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Really good patience here from the back, and anytime you have a big gain like this, that means the receivers are doing their job as well at that second and third level of the defense, picking up some bigger blocks and helping them get even more yards.
The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Ball carrier tackled there.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Running back grabs it on the screen. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Inside the 30 now. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He's escaping the pocket now. Makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we had a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. They go with a direct snap. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
LSU 28, Oklahoma.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he's brought it down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. But he stopped short of the first down. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
And this pass is caught. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become...
Here's another interception. We're losing track. Look out. He's got some space. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the defense adds 6 from the interception return. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
35.
Bringing it out. It's long. He's brought down at the 12. That's good field position to start the drive. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Bring them down after a small gain. They played it safe there on 3rd and long. Check this out. Offense going for it inside their own 40. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play. And then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
A really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And they tack on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Defense makes the stop after the completion.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. And they run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over and
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on 4th down, looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. 1st down, looking to throw the football. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
And the point after is good.
That makes the score.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's long. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into airing this one out toward the sideline. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? Past the 50. The 30. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. Sets up the offense in great position.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
It's an out route, the catch made, and he's brought down after a big 1st down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver.
Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This quarterback on fire today. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Touchdown, LSU. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Well, we had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely, but when you're giving